All right, everybody, welcome back to Bothell Star League. This is game 2 of a week 2 matchup between Ellimist and Nards here. We did see Nards just take that first game. Both players were up to 3 base at one point, so that's a really good indication of their focus on macro. The problem was Nards was able to siege up just outside of Ellimist's base, and was able to take out Ellimist with a few well-placed siege tank shots on a whole ball of stalkers. Ellimist just missed the observer scouting of where Nards' army was, and if he had seen that with observer, he probably could have been able to take out those siege tanks before they sieged up. So just a little bit unlucky by Ellimist there. Otherwise, I feel like he could have evened up the match pretty easily. See both players opting for very standard builds so far. No proxy pylon or anything like that. So I believe Nards is a gold ranked player, and Ellimist as well. Maybe, I'm not exactly sure, but both players, as you saw in the last game, pretty equal. See the gateway going down for Ellimist here and the gas. So looks like this actually Ellimist opened with 2 gates last time, so this looks quite a bit more standard of an opening for Ellimist. Nards going for the standard wall off. Terran like to wall off against Protoss in kind of short range maps here, and this will prevent any sort of scouting, although both players haven't sent out any scouts yet. See Ellimist chrono boosting out some probes. So I'm really liking his opening so far, getting 3 probes immediately on gas. I feel this build's a lot cleaner than the last build he did. And Nards finishing up the wall here at the supply depot, pretty standard. He's on 1 gas as well, so both players opening pretty much identically as you can be for a non-mirror matchup. And here's a cybernetic score, so I really like this build a lot better than his 2 gateway opening that he did the first game. Trixie commenting on the force fields that were or were not used in the last game, so definitely Ellimist could be improving force field play perhaps, and blocking those initial Marines. And he could have done a lot more damage. See here, a second barracks coming out, so it looks like it might be just 2 barracks pressure again. That's always a very strong and safe play for Terran. Hopefully we see a little tech lab going down a little sooner. I'd like to see Stim come out of Terran this time. Both players really on top of their buildings in this game, more so than the last game. And Ellimist with a pretty quick robotics facility, so depending on what he gets out of there, hopefully he gets some immortals this time. That'd be ideal. But always having that scouting observer out first is very safe, so you should be able to see any surprises coming your way. The thing is, with this small map, Xel'Naga Caverns, there's only a few places that the opposing army can come from, so just 1 or 2 observers can be so valuable. We do see a scouting Marine, not a SCV in this case. It looks like he might just take this tower. Not sure if he's going to continue on. Nope. And scouting probe. So both players playing really similarly, both doing really solid builds. This probe is a little bit suspicious here. Looks like he might try to do a little proxy pylon in this area, but I'm not sure. Or trying to hide a base. He has enough minerals. Opts for a pylon instead. Not sure if he's going to expand here or not, but that'd be a really smart play. See the Marine left his post at this Xel'Naga watchtower. Again, he has enough minerals to expand if he wants to, but might just be a proxy pylon. 2 gateways out. Warp gate research almost finished. Nothing being produced out of this robo facility. He does have a first observer out, so that's really smart. Just to be able to see what the Terran army's up to. We do have 4 barracks, so it's going to be really strong Marine pressure. And we do see a tech lab with the combat shield upgrade again. So last time Nards did make a little bit of a mistake. He didn't quite let that combat shield finish before he attacked, and was unfortunately lost all of his Marines in that first attack. And he's building a command center, so it's looking like he's going to expand. So both players expanding pretty early. Ellimist opting for a pretty hidden expansion over here, so that's a really interesting play. I'm not sure if it's going to work out. Probably should. I don't know of any reason besides the drop play that Nards will scout over here at all, so should work out really well. Looks like he did spot that observer, but he lost it, not wanting to waste a scan to shoot it down. Not sure what Ellimist has seen. He's pretty much seen 4 barracks and a command center, so that observer pretty much worth its weight in gold right now, because it's able to see exactly what Nards is up to. No sign of any factory yet, so there's not going to be any drop play coming soon. So Ellimist should feel pretty safe right now. He's getting a pylon out. Probably going to put a couple of photon cannons. We did see like to use a photon cannon for defense in the last game. Unfortunately, the siege tanks were able to pick it off pretty easily. The observer pretty much out of position here, not being able to see all of these Marines coming. This can be a pretty sick attack. You see that this time the combat shield has finished, so those Marines have 10 extra hit points, which is going to help Nards a lot in this attack. Hopefully these 2 photon cannons finish. It's going to be so close. If he's stopped by this Xel'Naga watchtower, he's going to let those cannons finish, and that's going to help him so much in this battle coming up. He already has a Colossus out, so that's a super fast Colossus. We'll see if he can make use of the force fields in this case. It's going to all depend on these force fields. If he's able to get force fields up and split this army in half, make use of the Colossus. And here we go. This is going to be a nice battle. 1 photon cannon. Oh, he doesn't even quite finish the photon cannon, so Ellimist is really getting ahead in this case. Perfect unit composition, scaring all these Marines away. Has to be careful of that sentry. Don't want to lose that to Marines. But looks like he's going to go for a counterattack here. So very, very nice positioning of these photon cannons. Millennium not even able, not quite being able to finish off that one. And he has to retreat back to his base. I'm not sure what he has at home. This observer is going to be able to give vision up this cliff, though, as well as a Colossus. He's going to be able to do some free damage on Nards' base here. And I don't know if Nards has enough here. This might be a GG. Perfect Guardian Shield. Going to negate a lot of that damage from the Marines. It's like having 2 free armor. And we see Ellimist cleaning this up very easily, taking the supply lead. Has to back up that Colossus immediately. Back up. Instead, he goes forward. Oh, so losing his power unit there, but in both cases, it's going to look like a really even game at this point. The advantage for Ellimist out, he has a second base up. Not really saturated, not producing any probes out of there, but that battle went really well for Ellimist. Has to be careful not to just forfeit these units to Marauders. Hopefully he backs up this one, do a little bit of micro, but he's going to lose it. And the one-on-one, I think Marauder is going to win that battle. I'm not sure, though. Especially with 3 Marines and a Marauder, and he just backs up, not quite in time. He has units rallied up here, but he wants to stop them immediately. I think that's good. Good idea, saving these stalkers at this Xel'Naga watchtower. Any attack that Ellimist does at this point is going to be kind of fast, and he's going to go right by those stalkers. So hopefully he's producing another Colossus, and he is. I don't think those have thermal lance upgraded at all, though. But as you can see from the last battle, they did tons of damage just to Marines. We do see Siege Tech going up for Nards, so that's going to be a really great safe choice for him if he's able to survive this push. And I'm not sure if he is. That Colossus is doing sick damage again. Very nice position. Needs to be careful, not walk it up the cliff this time. Back it up. Be careful. Doesn't quite back it up. And it's going to be another very close battle. Focus fires down that one hurt Marauder. For some reason, Nards is attacking his own barracks. That sucks. But Ellimist going to lose this battle just barely again. So both players with such even trades at this point. I cannot call this game at all. We do see that Nards is getting his second base starting to mine now, and those 2 mules are going to help him so much. Just get a few more minerals to produce units out of these 4 barracks. And 2 factory. And now we do see a starport coming down with Vikings, so he's preparing for more Colossus play. We do see one more Colossus. I'm not sure if he has a second one out. So he'll have 2 Colossus, but against 2 Vikings and not quite enough Stalkers here. Those Vikings are going to be very, very valuable. Still, we see Ellimist not quite focusing enough on his economy. He does have a few mining probes here, but definitely not saturated. And he needs to open up this final gateway, but so let's see, 3, 4, 5 gateways and 1 robo, so that's pretty solid for 2 base. Should be able to produce a lot of units. We do see that he has 2,300 minerals out, so he needs to start producing so many units right now. If he just bought 6 Zealots immediately, that'd be very useful. And going for 5 Stalkers, so I told you that the Vikings should take care of these Colossus pretty easily, but in this case, with so many Stalkers, if he focus fires down the Vikings, they won't be able to do too much damage on that Colossus. And we do see Nards goes immediately for the Colossus. This is to take care of that siege tank, otherwise he's going to get splash damage. Perfectly. Focus fire down the siege tank, so great play from Ellimist. Putting on a lot of pressure, finishing off a very damaged siege tank, and it looks like Ellimist is going to push through this time. So that's, we do see more reinforcements coming down from Nards. So maybe not quite being able to finish this off. Looks like it's going to be another super close battle. And Ellimist, oh, he does have more 5 Stalker reinforcements. That's really sick timing for that. Perfect. Walks in and moves in. Keeps all 6 Stalkers alive. He's just going to focus down SCVs now, trying to do as much economic damage as possible. 2 siege tanks. He needs to watch out.